I thought The Lone Ranger was pretty good overall. Basic, strong adaptation of it. The actors did a good job. Johnny Depp was a lot of fun. The makeup was really good on the old version of him until, of course, he gave himself away with his little characteristic Johnny Depp sneer where he shows his little teeth and you're like, oh, it's Johnny Depp. But other than that, the actors did a really good job. And it was fun. It had a lot of action scenes. It got a little crazy at the end, a little ridiculous. But it is a Disney movie, so it is intended for children. So I guess you have to give it that, freedom to be ridiculous. There were kids in it, but they weren't, main characters, and I think that was good. Army Hammer. Yeah, I don't know what his story is. I'm kind of curious, where he came from. But he did a good job. He played a nice, decent straight man to Johnny Depp's comedy, but he also managed to actually be able to act and portray emotion, so that was good. I also enjoyed seeing a lot of the physical stunts. It looked like Johnny Depp actually did a lot of his smaller stunts, which he's very talented physically, so that was good. And Armie Hammer managed to keep stride and not be completely overwhelmed by sharing the screen with actual well-known star. I really liked the historical aspects. They managed to carefully intertwine kind of a crazy, partially mystical, weird story in with the actual history of the times and the changes that were going on in the country, the growth of cities and the railroad coming through. They touched lightly on a lot of political and social and moral issues, what with the differences in class and treatment between the different races and different wealths and all of that. So it was there and it was acknowledged, but it wasn't completely the focus, which kind of does make it more of a kids' movie. Again, the lightness of everything. Bad guys were really gross. That's one thing about Westerns, even nowadays it's always the suave businessman or the genius engineer who goes and tries to take over the world. There's something refreshing about just having a really gross, dirty, ugly, mean bastard of a bad guy who's just his camera presence. You just need to see a shirt sleeve or the corner of his hat or his profile, and you just immediately know he's the bad guy. That was fun. It's good. It's good to see Westerns again where, only the good guys bathe. It's difficult to say what to give it because it's hard to classify it. Is it a children's movie? Is it a young adult movie? Is it an adult movie? Is it action adventure or is it comedy? Is it a Western or, what genre is it and stuff like that. So it's a little hard to say, but I'd give it a B, I guess. B+. It was definitely fun. I really enjoyed it. I feel at points I was one of the few people who laughed. I don't know if that's just because I appreciate horses or because I watched the TV show a little or what. Or if I was just really tired and that makes me laugh sometimes.